Hey, what's up, guys? We're at NAWCQ this year, and who do we have with us?
Derek Hernandez.
And what did you do today?
I went X2, top 64 NAWCQ with Tearlaments.
And what kind of Tearlaments did you run today? Were you on Fiend Smith or Horus or anything like that?
No, pure just gas Tearlaments today.
Alright, that's wild, and 100% congratulations for topping in this kind of meta. I just wanted to ask before we get to the deck profile, did you have any shoutouts?
I want to shout out my team, the Extenders Gaming, all the boys back from Puerto Rico that came with me, yeah, my local tower games, and yeah.
And everyone, please make sure to check out the Extenders Gaming down below in the description for this man's team.
That'd be everything for shoutouts.
Awesome. 40 card main deck?
40 card main deck.
Alright, let's get into it.
Okay, so standard, 3 Rhino Heart, you gotta play him. Is the only normal summon that we have now on the deck left, so yep, really, really good. One of each of the names, Shiren, one Hernandez, Arrow, super standard stuff. 3 Timeless Kesha is the best card in the deck. I try to always have this as another interruption in my opponent's turn, but really it's the best card in the deck now. Milling 5 is crazy. I play 3 Fenris. I think maximizing the ways to get to tier cash again is the way. If I can add it twice during the turn, one through this and then like Silic or anything is the best way to play it.
You like that 3?
I like playing 3. I also play the rank 7 engine with like Draco Sack in the extra deck and Cherubini to get more access to King of the Swamp, which is really, really powerful. So I like maxing out on the level 7s. It's really, really good. Speaking of level 7s, we play 3 Danger Nessies. It's a really good target in graveyard to make Kaleido Heart and also to access like Beatrice play with Garura. So I'm maxing out on him. All your hands that include dangers, they're all playable. So I'm also playing 2 Danger Mothman to round out the danger package.
Did you like those ratios at the end of the day? Like, did you?
I really liked it. I was playing 3 and 1, and I was playing Foolish Burial. But like Foolish Burial is no longer like a starter, so I just cut Foolish and I put in the second Danger, and it turned out to be way better. So yeah.
Having those other aquas must help with the force.
Yeah. Also like just extending into like link plays or the rank 4s are really, really good. So yeah. Then the best card in the deck, the whole point of it is King of the Swamp. This is kind of like a non-engine card in this deck, including Fenrir. So like when you go second, you have like 10 cards to go second. You have the 3 Fenrirs. I run Terraforming and one of the field spell of Fenrir, of Cashier. So it's like 5 Fenrirs and then you have this and Poly. This is 9 cards that help you like really push through boards with Fenrir and what's this, Guardian Chimera. So you go second, you can play through boards with just engine. As you can see, I don't have any hand traps in this deck. So
how insane was it for you during the event, like the King of the Swamp? Was it like...
Every time I resolved Poly, I won the game. Every single time. There wasn't a single time I didn't win. And what I like about Fenrir a lot is that it's either going to bait interruptions on its own that are kind of hard to play through with your Tearlaments cards. And it's just going to sit there. Like if you summon it, people impermit, okay, cool. And then you just summon tier cash, and then or like a danger, and then you just go into your rank 7 engine and you just play through boards with Draco Sack. Like Draco Sack, like people don't know that he has a pop effect. Like people use him for like the King of the Swamp stuff, but it'll also like help you keep playing through the board without committing anything else in your hand. So it's really, really good because of that. And the extra bodies are good.
I assume you kind of like use it for the link bodies and then you use it as a pop, so you get double value out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pop it either to, if I'm going first, it's good because, for example, if I don't have like the field spell, like popping Kaleido to get the extra name engraved and stuff, you can go like Draco Sack, pop Kaleido effect, and do all that stuff. And it's really, really, really good. Also, if you have like an extra card and you don't have to link off the guy, when you go into sprint lines, that's the extra material that you need to bounce with sprint. So yeah, it's super powerful. Super powerful.
So let's see your Fiend Smith engine right here. I mean your maliciouses.
Yeah, it's a 3. It's good. It's free. Play the card.
So why do you like this over like the Fiend Smith engine?
So the only reason why I didn't play the Fiend Smith is because it requires too many extra slots. I don't think it's worth it when I can just play the Beatrice and this. And also the Fiendsmith stuff is not really all that good to know in my testing. So I just kept it like this and it worked out. So yeah. Also, it's really easy to make Beatrice with the hero fusion that I also play. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Now for the bricks that are good. Play one of each shoutout. Play one Squam, one Hell Shoutout, one Beast. This essentially just makes these like 2 copies of each. They're okay to draw. So I think there's like 7 bricks in the deck. You usually want to open one of them, which is weird, but you want to open 1 brick to discard off Shire in every single game. And like 7 is like the magic number. And like the ceiling of this deck like really increases. Like, you're gonna notice that if you take these cards out, like your mills aren't gonna be that insane. But like this is essentially like one of the millers that just got banned. Like a lot of times this is gonna get milled, and you're gonna mill 3-4 cards off of this card alone because there's so many attributes on the field. So
I saw a lot of tier players end up cutting that card, but you say it's just kind of like very good.
This card's crazy. The only reason to not play it is just because it's the only fire target for your opponent to Hita in this deck. Which is, I don't really care, but yeah, it's
Some
good.
people be cutting that card right now, so.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really, really good. And then I'm just on 1 shuffler.
Why 1 shuffler?
I don't. So I think shufflers are win more. I usually think that it's like the nail in the coffin. Like, this is the best card into Tempai. Every single time they send me to go first, I'm sending this off of Beatrice. I don't care what it is. They're never killing me through a shuffler. And never. Like,
Over like Rise to Full Heights in the side or something, like you still like this? Yeah.
I just send a shuffler. Yeah. That's it. I also have Winda and stuff, so a lot of times I put them on better half, like Droplet Imperm. And even when they do, your boards end up being so wide that they need to discard 90% of the hand, and then like the shuffler wins the game on the spot for you.
Awesome.
So it's really, really powerful. Yeah, and that's it for the monsters. I think it's 27 monsters. And yeah, the spells, consistency. We play 3 Perla Rhino, best card in the deck. Selfless Matter, it's the best card. All the names are at 1. So yeah, one of the cash field spell. I like having extra access to Fenrir. Like I said, I want to open that card every single game. So I think the 1 copy with the terraforming gives us that extra numbers, like math for the Fenrirs. So yeah. 3 Scream, best card. Chain blocking is really, really powerful.
You think it's important to max out 3?
Yeah, it lets you play into like Apple boards really well, because you can go like Scream, and then they're kind of forced into like making SP or whatever for this, and then they can't SP your field, and if you draw 2, you just punish them. So yeah, it's really good into Apple boards, because like you're gonna take 1 negate off of Apple with the -500, and then if you resolve names in the graveyard that you can chain block, then you're just beating them on the spot. So you can go, oh yeah, you milled something, and then field spell resolves pop the Apple, and they never got value off of the Apple. So yeah, it's really good. Poly, the one of, yeah, Cutting Camera is really good. You can make like all the fusions with this. So yeah. Play 2 Solex. This is pretty standard. Good. 1 Meta Noise.
How did you like Meta Noise?
People cut Meta Noise. The real reason why I play Meta Noise is not really for the field effects, it's for the grave effects. So a lot of the times you're going to see yourself in situations where you already milled all your names and everything, and you want to send an extra card off Kaleido Pop. And I want as many ways to access tier cash as possible in this deck, and this is another way to access it. Again, like they may have board breakers and break your board, but if you have like Scream tier cash in hand, milling 6 on their turn when you have like 15 cards left in your deck, you're always gonna hit like 2 names. And board breakers, like this deck is honestly, like if you go first, I did not lose a single game where I won the die roll.
Really?
I did not lose a single game. If I won the die, I won the match. So yeah, I only lost when I went second. So I lost round 1, where I lost die roll into FTK Fiendsmith, where they killed me. And then I lost round 6 into Tempai, which they shifted me all 3 games. So yeah. So
How, did you? Oh yeah, you have 1 more trap, I guess.
yeah. And then the 1 Trivia Karma is like the best, one of the best targets to send off Beatrice. You have to play it. So it's really good.
How did you like not running the Horus engine? I know you kind of explained it to me off camera, but if you'd like to maybe explain your reasoning why you don't like the Horus engine right now.
So the Horus engine, the reason why I don't play it is because, one, I don't think that they're very good mills, right? Like, the only thing you can make with them is like Mud Dragon, and then you can like go into like a Bahamut Shark play or whatever, but they're not really impactful mills at all. And in your hand, they trade a lot of 1-for-1 with hand traps, and they lose to like Ash, Droll, like all that stuff most of the time. And it's also a lot of extra deck space, so you have to play like the rank 8 stuff, and if you want to play like the negate also, I don't know. I don't think they're very good in that sense, and I just want to maximize like the mills that do things on their own. So yes.
Awesome. Let's see that extra deck.
Yeah, so the extra deck, I pretty much only played the cards that let me play the games. Like I said, I'm usually resolving all 3 names every single game, and it's because of the way I built the extra deck. So start with Barricade Blocker. This card's really important. I play over SP. Like, I don't play SP. Like, if I would change a card for SP, it would be this card, but this card is better in this deck. So it discards all your bricks, your Mallies, your Terrific Karmas, your Dangers can trigger off this as well. This gives you follow-up. You're going to mill your whole deck, and next turn you're going to add a Tear Field spell from your graveyard to your hand in the end phase, as well as discarding all your bricks. So, and then it's a generic link too that you can even make with tokens, with Nibiru tokens, with Dracosac tokens, and then you can link up into Sprint. So it's the best link to, in my opinion. So
I've always seen it in tier decks,
And that's a very coherent explanation on that.
Yeah.
I understand why you would run that.
yeah, it's the best one. It's really, really good. Like in my top 64 match, I actually had to add so many monsters on board where I had to make a Dracosac on top on the extra monster zone, and
Yeah.
then this is what lets me go into Sprint there, because I made the 2 tokens on the bottom, linked into this, and then linked the other token and this into the Sprint. And yeah, it's crazy. It's really, really, really versatile in this deck. So yeah. Then I play Chirini. This is the only other Link 2 that I play. King of the Swamp is the most important card in this list, and it's really consistent in this list. Is obviously you have 3 King of the Swamps, 3 Fenrirs. Fenrir alone gives you the 2 level 7 bodies that you need for the rank 7 engine. You have 5 copies of that, so like you have a very high chance of seeing King of the Swamp. You don't just have to like randomly mill it. So I like the consistency of this engine a lot. And then Sprint. So yeah, self-explanatory. Interruption gets you Merely. It's really good. Fusions. I play all the good fusions. I think it's like 9 fusions. So yeah, this is the heart of the deck. Kaleido Heart, obviously. We play Rule Kalos. King of the Swamp target. It's really, really good. The only other King of the Swamp target that I play is a Grapha. This card is mainly here to punish people who hold their hand traps for too long. And you can kind of tell when you're playing against people that they have a hand trap and they don't want to play it. So you just play this with the King of the Swamp engraved and you punish them most of the time. Also, this is really good post side to get rid of all the like evenly matched and all that kind of annoying cards that can break your board if you're not on this. So yeah, I'm scared of those cards, so this is really important for that kind of stuff. And super standard, Dragostapelia, one Garura, a Dragon. We played Winda. So one thing that's cool about this deck, that like your game plan is not Winda, but everyone has to respect it. So post side, it's really hard for you to like side into what my deck is trying to do and Winda. Yeah, and if you have it, I just put you on better half droplet or Impermanent. If not, you just lose the game.
Was it insane for you this weekend?
I never lose into Tempai with this card. Like, it's insane. I'll make it on their turn. I'll make Beatrice and set Sulik, and if they go droplet, they're never dropletting with a trap, so you should change Sulik, chain Beatrice, and then you make this after the droplet, and they lose every time. So
That's beautiful.
That's crazy. Yeah. And they have to droplet fast. Like, they can't play into your board. So you make this after and they lose every time. Dangerous allows us to go into Beatrice really easily. He discards a card, so he also triggers our Dangers and Graves and stuff.
Helps you go into Beatrice every game without Fiend Smith engine.
Yes, every single game. He's necessary, honestly. Then we played One Guardian Chimera.
How was this for you this weekend?
Same thing. Every single time this resolved, like I said, I won the game. Every single time.
3,800 untargetable at Guardian Chimera sounds really good.
No, and it resolves all your names also.
Yeah.
There you go, like, and you can't even interact with it because it's chain blocked every single time. So you go chain link 1, chain link 2. You can't even ash this effect. It's crazy. It's a crazy card in this deck. Yeah, for SYZs, Redoer, standard, powerful, Beatrice. This is like the MVP. So yeah. And then the last card I play is the Dracossack.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then if you'd like to show us your side deck quick, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. So my reasoning for the way I sided was I don't play any non-engine in the main deck, so I don't expect to draw more than one card of my side deck in my hands. So the cards that I draw have to be good enough on their own into the decks. This deck, Tearlaments, plays very well into everything that's like mid-range and like traps, like lab and like all those decks. It plays really well like with just engine. Like you really are only losing to like FTK decks or decks that go like really greedy. We're just playing like all the cards to punish those decks. So first card is Droplet. We play a bunch of cards that I want to discard, obviously, in this deck. And it's pretty good into like Snake Eyes right now. It's pretty good. It's like just all the rogue decks also. So yeah, you play 3 droplets. Next I play 1 Cult Bodygrave. I don't like getting shifted. I never drew this when I got shifted, but in theory it's good. It's also 1 card that I always side into Tempai because it's always going good going first and second into Tempai. If they make seals, this gets rid of the seals and gets rid of the Drago as well. Yeah, it's the only card I can always put into Tempai that I think is the best card into them. So yeah. And if they don't shifter me, you set it and then you get rid of whatever they're reviving, which again, it cuts off all their OTK lines. So yeah, really good. 3 draw, really good into Yugioh right now. It doesn't stop them from making a board, but they're like if they go first, their board is basically unbreakable if you don't stop them. They have so many like layered interruption that if you don't have this or like Dark Ruler or something, you're losing all the time. So
was this good for you this weekend?
It was really good. It was really good. I drew it Swiss round against the Yugioh opponent that I had, and it stopped them from playing, so it was really good. There are lines that they play through it, but again, then just end on like 2 or 3 interruptions, and it's not that great.
Now I feel like they would expect hand traps from a tier player sometimes.
Oh, that's also a thing that I was going to talk about. So I have this, and I also have Nib. People don't respect hand traps when you're playing tier. They just go full max combo. I always side these into like Snake Eyes, always, because Snake Eyes will. All the good players are not going to respect these cards. If they open Fiend Smith and you do this, they don't play. And if they go greedy with their line to try and stop everything, you just nib them and win the game on the spot. I played against a race player in Swiss that went super greedy, and I just won the game on the spot with nib as well. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. This for time. I only went into time once in Swiss, and this won me the game. So.
Cool. See it.
Yeah, really good. I hate the time rules, but it is what it is. Pretty evenly matched.
How was this for you?
So, same thing. We're just punishing the decks that go really, really wide, or they do, like for example, like Snake Eyes doesn't play anything to deal with this, right? So again, I can play through a mid-range board. I can't play through like 700 interruptions. So I'll just do this and then play in main phase 2. If it's just Apple by itself, it's fine. So yeah, I like evenly a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the last card is Crime. It's the only card I side in for going first.
You are running it, nice, yeah.
Yeah. I'm running the Crime for going first. Again, I respect a lot of cards, like evenly, Dark Ruler, all that stuff. Yeah, this is the nail in the coffin most of the time. We run 2 ways to access traps, so a lot of times you can like Trivia Karma for 1 trap, Scream starts the other trap, and ending on 2 traps, Kaleido. It's crazy good, yeah. So yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. Thank you very much for the deck profile, and congratulations on getting top 64 with.
Thank you very much.
Tearlaments. So we'll be seeing you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye now.